Eddie Parris was born in Chepstow, in a little place called Portmerry, in 1911. His father was from Barbados. His mother was a white working class girl, local girl. He would have been unusual at the time, growing up in Chepstow, because he would have been the only person with mixed heritage, really. When he got to 17, playing for Chepstow Town, he was scouted by Bradford Park Avenue. While I was growing up, it wasn't really recognised that he was the first black footballer to play for his country in Wales. It's hard to imagine, but then it would have been highly unusual for any home nation team to call up a black player. But there was no denying that Eddie had skill. The panel of selectors were obviously very progressive and decided they were going to call up Eddie. He was quick, he was direct, and he fitted the bill as far as they were concerned. The press at the time reported that Wales were fielding a coloured man, and that's how it was written up. The emphasis was on that, about the colour of his skin, as opposed to his own abilities. He was in the starting team, Northern Ireland in 1931, particularly with the political backdrop. It would have been a difficult match. It would have been quite a hostile crowd. There were about 10,000 fans at the game. Undoubtedly, he would have been on the receiving end of a lot of racial comments there, so he would have had to be mentally tough to get through the game. It's still unknown why Eddie was only called up once, but it doesn't matter whether he played once or whether he played 10 times. The fact is that he did get called up, and that in itself was an achievement. Eddie went on later to play for Luton, Northampton, Bath City, Cheltenham Town, and finally finished his career as a player coach at Gloucester City. He broke through a barrier that was almost unbreakable. He managed to get himself into a home nations team when you couldn't even do that for England. Eddie's story is really inspirational. There are plans afoot in Chepstow to do a mural to celebrate Eddie's life and his achievements. It was a huge leap forward, and I think as we look back on it, we start to begin to realise, with all the progress that's been made in more recent years, efforts to tackle racism in football and racism in sport, Eddie's certainly got a chapter in that story.